Hi, my name is Eric Jensen. I'm a senior research fellow at ICoRSA, the International Consortium of Research Staff Associations, and I'm presenting here on socially responsible research policies and practices globally, drawing on our survey research that we conducted for the RRING Project. My background is a social sciences background, communication, psychology, and sociology, and with a focus on the relationship between science and society. My publications are across a diverse range of different disciplines and journals, so journals like Public Understanding of Science, Nature, PNAS, that kind of range. I'm going to provide a little bit of background and context for the survey itself before I dive into presenting the results from our survey. So first bit of background that's worth you being aware of is that we were using UNESCO's definition of 5 different world regions, and those world regions are shown here. And we conducted research across all 5 of those world regions, first making sure that we had a robust survey instrument that we could use for this research. So for that, we designed a survey. I led the design of the survey, and then 2 rounds of pilot testing to make sure that we had a high-quality survey that would resonate with people, because we're asking about some things that are not kind of common topics for surveys. And our target audience for this survey was researchers. We conducted this survey between October and late December in 2019, so pre-COVID pandemic, and we gained the sample by reaching out through our networks across the project, a lot of different partners in the project who have access to a lot of different networks, so we used that mechanism. And then the biggest focus for sampling was some work that was done internally within my team by a researcher named Lars Lorenz, who conducted a scraping exercise going into the kind of global range of research institutions and automatically identifying people working in research around the world to then send them invitations to participate. We had a offer of a prize draw for people participating, and that gained the largest number of responses. So the structure of our survey followed this kind of 2-step model where we start with a statement. So in this case, you can see a statement that's about open data. And then if people said that this is something important, like they say open data is important, then they're asked whether they have taken any steps personally around open data, and so on. They're asked for more and more detail as they respond. We gathered a lot of demographic information about people's backgrounds, and the sample size was large. In total, more than 3,000 responses, but if we focus on those that gave pretty full responses, then about 2,200, and you can see the average amount of time that it took for them to complete the survey. And here you can see the breakdown of the full sample by region of the world using UNESCO's breakdown of world regions. And you can see here the breakdown by topic area that people are working in. So a lot of people in, for example, natural sciences and math and this kind of thing, different kinds of social sciences, engineering, business, so a wide range of different disciplinary backgrounds and focus areas for researchers. And now getting into our findings. So basically we conducted this research asking about a number of attitudes relevant to socially responsible research. And here is a statement, it's important to involve individuals/organizations with a diverse range of perspectives and expertise when planning my research and innovation work, You can see widespread agreement with that statement. It is important to promote gender equality in my research and innovation work. Again, widespread agreement. It is important to include ethnic minorities in my research and innovation work. And here you can see there's a lot more neutral responses. So this survey question did not seem to resonate with people as much as some of the other aspects of socially responsible research, signaling that perhaps this is something not fully on the agenda for researchers when they think about making their work socially responsible around the world. Another one, it is important to ensure that the way I do my research and innovation work does not cause concerns for society. And here again, widespread agreement, particularly strong in Africa. We asked about open methodology, again, widespread support and agreement. We asked about open access to research results, and here there was again widespread agreement. We asked about open data, whether open data was something important. And here there is still widespread agreement, but we can see that there's more pushback and less enthusiasm about open data, particularly in Africa. And the next statement is research and innovation should address societal needs. So this is about an impact orientation for research. And here we can see, again, widespread agreement, but a little bit more disagreement in the Latin American region. And we also asked about whether they thought ethical principles should guide their research work. And here, overwhelmingly positive responses. So the picture overall is of high agreement to a wide range of different aspects of social responsibility. And now we dive into the follow-up questions of what exactly are they doing to implement social responsibility in their actual practices and policies around the world when we asked researchers about this. So there isn't time in this presentation to go into full detail across all the different aspects. I'm going to focus in on one. And just to mention the kind of methods we used here for looking at these open-ended responses, it's called content analysis. It's a robust approach to systematically quantifying open-ended responses, gathering them together, and looking at patterns. So the one I'm going to zoom in on in this presentation is please list the steps you've taken to include ethnic minorities in your research and innovation work. Here you can see there were a wide range of different steps that people took to include ethnic minorities in their research and innovation work. And the most common categories were integrating ethnicity as a substantive dimension of their research and innovation work, integrating ethnic equality in research participant selection, fostering ethnic equality in the workforce, and promotion or mentorship of ethnic minorities within the research context, and ensuring ethnic equality in staff recruitment. So the first part of our results were identifying the percent who gave kind of vague platitudes in their responses, like ethnic equality is my entire focus, everybody should care about ethnic equality, because we asked about specific steps. What specifically are they doing? And you can see some of the common categories here, just to give you a little flavor of some of the quotations that people gave. Ensuring the representation of minority research participants in the community. So that's a specific step. So another category is fostering racial or ethnic equality in research teams. And here an example quotation is, I make sure that races/ethnicities are appropriately represented in my working groups. So in conclusion, what this survey shows is that there's widespread agreement across the research community globally that we need socially responsible research practices and policies. There's a lot less agreement about the specific steps that will get us to where we need to go.